Hey, hello everyone, and welcome to another tutorial or video, whatever you want to call it. But I don't know, I just prefer to call it tutorial. So, I hope you have been good, and as usual, first and foremost, I just want to thank you all. If you are new to this channel, please endeavor to subscribe. But for the fact that you took time at all to want to watch this channel, you just to watch this video, you took time to just want to absorb my content. I really appreciate. And if you like what you see or what you learned, or if you got value, then you can endeavor to subscribe to my channel. And also, if you like the video, endeavor to like the video. So today is going to be about a very important topic that I've gotten lots and lots of questions about. In fact, a lot of people talk about it all the time, like all the time it's being talked about. And that topic is price action. Price action. I haven't gotten a lot of people ask me, please, what is price action? Like, I think people think that it's some kind of indicator or something. So today I want to clear that. Now, price action. Let me explain price action. Let me just start from there. Price action is how we okay. Let me put it this way: is a particular is like a particular action that price will I say does, or let me just put it like this. Let me put it in layman's English. When price gives a particular move, sometimes there's always a reaction based on the particular move that price gives. I think that's the best way to put it. Sometimes there's always a reaction based on a particular move that price gives. As I've told you all, I even said it in the free training that I did last month, that, or let's say early this month. So I told you all that the way the market moves is more like in frequency. And now the way the market moves, now I want you guys to listen at this point. It's what brings about this price action we're actually talking about, just the way it moves. Now, assuming the market is closed right now, but assuming the market is open, you would have seen something like, you're somebody that is conversant with the way the forex market is. You can see the market moving, like just moving, shaking all the time. If you go from time frame to time frame, you see that most times the market forms patterns. Sometimes the market gets to a particular level and retraces, or it gets to a particular level and reverses. Or it gets to a particular level and stalls. Now, no, this video to be the part one. I'm gonna be doing the part two later on, maybe for this following week, because I really want you guys to grasp. Now, there are 4 branches of price action that, personally, as I told you guys, first is about perspective. So based on my own perspective, there's 4 branches of price action that I really want to share today. 4 branches of price action, and number 1 is support and resistance. Let me put it down for you all. Support and resistance. Then number 2, I would say trend lines. talk about trend lines. Number 3, we're talking about structures. We're talking about structures, and I think number 4, which is the final, we're talking about candles. So now we have support and resistance, trend lines, structures, and candles. But in this particular video, we're talking about just support and resistance and trend lines. Then in the second video, I'll be going into structures and candles. Now, so let's look at support and resistance. I'm someone that believes that everything that happens in the market happens for a reason. Have that someone that believes that any single thing that happens in the market whatsoever happens for a reason. There's a reason the market came from here, went up to this point, danced around at these two levels, danced around, broke through, came to this level. There's a reason it came from here, retraced, danced around here, came here, went up to this level, came down to this level, came up back to this level and fell, and came down and touched this level again and fell. There's a reason. I see that's very support and resistance. So what is the price action right here that I'm trying to show you? The action was this: price got to this level. Now, let's assume we didn't draw this line. We didn't draw this line, we just drew. Price just went to this level and rejected and pulled back heavily. And since then, it couldn't even reach that level anymore. There's a reason why it got there and rejected and couldn't reach that level anymore. There's a reason, trust me. There's a reason. The market touched something that made it react this way. Now, this was the action. The market was just moving on its own, or price was just moving on its own, moving gently, taking its time. And what happened? It touched a particular price and rejected and reversed. As you can see here, it reversed and kept going down. And it retraced here and kept going down. Trust me, there's a reason why it acted that way, and that is where support and resistance comes in. Now, support and resistance, you have to know that these are just names. Support and resistance are just names. It's not as if they are particular levels that if you just draw it, this is support, this is resistance. No, it all depends on how the market reacts to it. Here the market acted as support. Here the market acted as support here, but its market acted as what? Resistance here. So if the price is coming down and touches a place and reverses, that place is support. And if it's going up and touches a place and reverses, that place is resistance. Just like your floor and your ceiling. Just like your floor and your ceiling. So price action when it comes to support and resistance is that sometimes price moves to a particular level and what reacts, and the way it reacts to that level most times is by rejecting it, and is by rejection. The way it reacts to that this thing most times is by rejection. You know, and that is the action and reaction we're talking about. Support and resistance. Market gets into a particular level. Here you can see the market acted as resistance here, got to this level and rejected and came down to this level as support, came down as to this resistance, fell. And that's what price action is all about. Price makes an action and reacts, and there's a reaction. Price makes an action and there's a reaction. The action that was the price hits a price. Price hits a particular price, got to a certain price. Like the market was moving to a certain price, got there and what bounced. Just like you hit a wall. You know, you're just going. You didn't notice. You just hit a wall. And what's happened when you hit a wall? Let's assume I blindfold you. Okay, take this as an assumption. I blindfolded you and told you, okay, whatever your name is, just start going. I'm not even holding you by the hand. Just start going. And you're just moving, and next thing you hit a wall because you can't see. What is your first reaction? You move back. Exactly what I'm talking about. It was moving and got to this ceiling and hit it and move back. Yes, it won't be wrong to say that the market is blind. It's blind. So there's some certain levels that it gets to that it just reacts to it. So that's how support and resistance affects price, or there is price action when it comes to support and resistance. Hope you all, if you have any question, just feel free to comment below. Now let me explain trend lines. Now trend lines is almost the same thing as support and resistance. Let me look and see if I will find something. Sorry about that. Let me look for something nice. Okay, let me see this. Okay, now this is a trend line that I've drawn. And what can you see from this trend line? Almost anytime the market gets close to it, there's a bounce. The market got close to it and here and bounced here, got close to it, consolidated at this trend line, bounced. It even broke through. We tested the trend line before it bounced and came down and still was bouncing from the trend line. The same scenario, the market doesn't know where it's going. The market is blind, and the market just moving like a blind man, hits it and discover that there's this particular kind of trend line. I love to call it descending resistance. You know, it could be called, it is descending. You know, you can say that it's going down. So I like to call it, maybe it can act as descending resistance or descending support. Here it acting as a resistance because it will not align price to pass through. It was more like a ceiling, but here it's more like a descending support. You know, more like a descending support. But all in all, this is a trend line. I can see how the market was reacting to it. Anytime it got close to it, you can see how the market was reacting to it. So what was the action? The action was that the market got to a particular level, or to a particular area that had a wall or a blockage, and the market, not knowing that the wall was there, got there, hit that wall, or let me say it felt the presence of the wall close by. Maybe it didn't necessarily have to hit it. Here it hit it, tried to break through, couldn't, and fell. Here it felt the presence of the wall and knew that it could not pass through. So instead of going up, the market has to move. It started going down, and that is what price action is all about. Trying to know what price, trying to allow price to make a particular action, then and look for the reaction. And when people traders that trade price action are more like they trade, they most times trade reactions. We most times look at reactions, wait for the market to make a certain move, give us a particular we expect something, gives us a particular confirmation. Okay, this is what we're expecting, and based on what price has done and the way the market reacted, they will not, okay, there's a high possibility that the market is going to do something like this. Just like at this point, let's look at this level. At this point, the market got to this level. Or let's look at it. The market got to this level and bounced off. Now notice that it bounced off and say, oh, look at how it bounced off from this level. When it got here, it means that this level is strong. This level is something in this level, and I decided to buy. And that's if I assume I bought, I would have, you can see 127 pips or thereabout. And then the market got here and it rejected, and if I decided to sell, looking at the fact that the market rejected, I would have profited 80 pips or thereabout. And same at this point, the market now got here. Now let's see, the market now got here, couldn't break it, bounced back, got here again. Since it couldn't break it the second time, it's getting here. And now as you came in, this market is going down. How can it not be able to break a level 2 times? Going down, you can see it went down. So that is just the introduction. I just want to give you guys a heads up of what price action is really about. It's just about studying price, looking at the particular moves that price makes, and acting on the move, or waiting for the reaction and acting based on the reaction you get. So that's how price action, that's what price action is all about. In the next video, I'll be looking at structures and candles. I looked at support and resistance and trend lines. Next, I'll be looking at structures and candles. Now, no, this is just my perspective. There are a lot of people that use other things when it comes to price action. Some use, there's some other tools that are here, like Andrew, Pitchfork, let me see something like that. Yeah, you can see like channels, Fibonacci, equidistance, Gann line, Gann fan, you can see Fibonacci, retracement, time zones. So there are a lot of people that use different tools, but personally this is what I use most of the time, and this is what I found works best. So it all comes down to, as I told you, perspective. This is my perspective, and this is just what I feel works for me and what could probably work for you. So I'll be bringing this video to a wrap. If you have any questions, please, you can comment your question below. If you have a particular trouble or something that you feel that I should make a video on, you can just comment below, and I'll try my best to make sure I make a video on it. And so I thank you for watching this video once again. If you like it, like the video. If you want to stay tuned and get more tutorials from me, then please, so you can subscribe, and so you'll be notified when I drop a new video. So thank you. My name is Johncross Moses-Madu, founder of the Big Bank Forex Group, and stay blessed.